starting point, and that's we have a broken immigration system. No matter whether you're proposing, what you're proposing on either side, I don't think there's a member of Congress that doesn't say what we have now is totally broken. And it is not in the best interest of our country, our citizens, or the immigrant. It's bad for everyone. Now, having said that, there is some general agreement. There's agreement that we need, and the House, I think, has approached this right. They said if we're going to fix it, you've got to control immigration. So you've got to have border security. But the one thing I have noticed about border security is if you think we can line that border up and stop everything, their human ingenuity, people can always get around it. I mean, look at the Berlin Wall. 40% of the people that come into this country undocumented come in here legally and don't leave. So even if you were to secure the border, you'd still have 40% of the people that are coming in without documentation. So we have to have E-Verify. And that's employers are going to have to verify that our workers are here legally. All right, now let's talk about for a minute those that are here without their documents. You can call it illegal, you can call it undocumented. I believe, and that but you know, they're both. They're undocumented, but I do believe this. Almost 99% of them are here for the same reason that our ancestors came here. And that's they're here for a better life. And human nature is that you go, I mean, people have been immigrating across Europe, they've been immigrating. I mean, our world is a world that immigrates. They come here because there's jobs. And if the jobs had not been offered to them, they would self-deport. They can't stay. But over the last 30 years, not the last 5 years or 10 years, we've had close to 20 million people come into our country without documents, and almost all of them have found work. Those that hadn't have gone back. But right now, who are those people that are here illegally or undocumented? They are part of a family. And that's what people, I think that's what has not been communicated to the American people. They're not one person out here in isolation. Most of them are in a family unit of 4 or 5. And in that unit, there are an average of 2 or 3 of them are citizens. They're citizens. They're U.S. citizens. They came over. There was a husband or a wife. Sometimes the wife fleeing a husband. Sometimes the family got up money. She comes over here. She has 1 child. She gets married to an American. Almost half our immigrants, adult immigrants, are married to an American citizen. So you have an immigrant married to an American citizen with 1 child that was brought here at 3 years old that doesn't speak Spanish, and has since they've had 2 other children. And they are citizens by nature of the fact they were born in the United States. Now, people today are saying, well, we should not have what a lot of people call anchor bases. Well, we do. I mean, maybe we shouldn't, but we do. It's just a fact of life. So Here's the question. You have a husband who's an American citizen, often a soldier. You have a wife that is undocumented. You have 3 children, 2 of which are American citizens, and 1 of which is 20 years old, but he's been here 18 years. He doesn't speak anything but English. He's gone through Gardendale Elementary, Gardendale Middle, Gardendale High School. And you talk about, and he gets arrested, and everybody says we need to send folks back. He gets arrested, and suddenly the football coach at Pelham calls his congressman and says, this young man on my football team just got, they just got apprehended down in Pelham. And the principal called, and his pastor called. And he got, and the dad or the mother's an American citizen. And that is why I said, look, secure the border, cut it off so we don't have this problem every 5 or 10 years. But you still can't do that without any verify. But then take the families that have been here. You can't undivide these families. You can't unscramble these eggs. Look at this plague. Is it fair to all concerned? All right, you've got 3 children. 2 of them were born here, they're American citizens. 1 came here when he was 4. Send his mother back. You send his dad back. You send the older brother back. And I've come down and say no. We let them stay. And we have never had the idea of a mass deportation of millions of people. And you think, well, we decide we're just going to, half of them we're going to send back for the first, the first 30,000 we catch out here without a driver's license? No. I've heard horror stories from, there was a young boy from a high school in Shelby County that was caught last year. He has a younger brother here, and his father is dead. We came here from Guatemala. He's with his American mother. He's 18 years old. They sent him back to Guatemala. He was apprehended right after we passed that law. They sent him back to Guatemala. They gave him $100. Immigration Service. They flew him to Guatemala. He got off the plane. He walked out of the airport and he got beat up. He didn't speak Spanish. Couldn't speak Spanish. He ended up making his way to a tourist area. And an American businessman staying there on vacation found him. One eye just damaged so badly that he couldn't see out of it. And he put him on his, he went back to the United States, arranged for a charter flight, brought him back, and said, this is crazy. He'd been down there almost a year when he found him begging on the side of him, when he approached him. And then the young boy talked to him in English. And this is several months ago. But I mean, we hear children like this all the time. And, tell me I'm copping out. But in my Christian faith, it's hard for me to say, I'm going to divide these families up. And every month as your congressman, I have a serviceman. In fact, the young Marine that died that was buried up in Aniana about a month and a half ago, his wife is Peru. Philippines. Yeah, I'm staying with the Philippines. They have 2 children. He was in the Army, he was in the Marines, when he was killed. But he's buried there at Aniana. And his wife, they're talking about sending her back. It's just it's a mess. So what should we do? I don't know what we do. You know, perhaps we won't do anything. If we don't do anything, our immigrants will continue to come here. They won't get Social Security. They'll be worked off in the shadows. They can sometimes be paid less than minimum wage. They won't have workman's comp. They get hurt, they get sick, they end up in our hospital. They don't pay Social Security, and so their wages are less than a living wages here, and it brings down the wages of American citizens. And Jeff Sessions, for instance, Senator Sessions and I come down there, he says we've got to send folks, but we got to have them all go back. Because they undermine our wages. Yes, they undermine our wages. But not, number one, I don't think we send them back. Number two, the reason they're undermining our wages is because they're in the shadow. Bring them into our system. Give them legal status. They will pay workers' comp. They will pay Social Security. They'll work hard. I'm going to close with one final story. I had a Tea Party guy, and Tea Party is our folks. You know, I vote with the Tea Party 90% of the time. The 10% I don't, I hear about. I was the only member of the congressional delegation, House and Senate, that voted to limit the NSA. And they're reading all our emails and everything. Let me tell you something. That's not a simple matter, because I've taken oath of office